This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Made in Australia.
So, g'day, mates. I'm Brother Morgan Goodfellow from the local congregation of Townsville in the Ecclesiastical District of Queensland, Australia, coming to you live from the land down under. Today's episode, we're going to be sharing our segment of Australian property and the guidance that our guests will be taking us through this week. Today, I will be joined by a lovely bunch of hosts who are joining us live from the local congregation of Donnybrook in Maryland. Will also be joining us with another informative episode in store for all of you. So before any further ado, we'd like to thank you for all of your constant support. Please enjoy this week's thank you video.
From Area 1, local of Wyndham, District of Victoria, Australia. Would like to greet everyone who is now viewing INCRadio. We love INCRadio Australia!
From Emerald GWS, Queensland, Australia.
We love INCRadio!
From Mackay, we love INCRadio. From the district of Western Australia, we love INCRadio. From Victoria, Australia, we love
Local congregation of Gladstone,
we love INCRadio.
From Mackay, Queensland, we love INCRadio Australia.
From Melbourne, we love INCRadio Australia.
From local congregation of Shepparton,
we love INCRadio Australia!
Thank you so much for those who are regular in tuning in and listening to INCRadio Australia.
Okay, good day to everyone. This is Brother Warwick from the Congregation of Kingston, Ecclesiastical District of Victoria. So hello and thank you, Sister Anna. I'm so excited for today's episode. And today here we have Sister Florence and Brother Ray as guests who will be sharing their experience with us around today's topic. And today's topic is about navigating Australia's property guide. So these are our guests, and so these are our guests.
Like what we have told you, viewers and listeners, we are very excited to show you and to introduce to you our very beautiful and very handsome guest live here in Donnybrook, Victoria, Australia. So we have here Sister Florence.
Hello, brethren around the world. I am Sister Florence Po from the local congregation of Donnybrook. I am an organist po. At the same time po, I am an assistant choir director here in Victoria, Australia po. Happy tuning to each and every one of you, brethren, and happy viewing to everyone. Thank you po.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, Sister Florence. And we also have here Brother Ray.
Hello, everyone. I am Brother Ray Martinez. A deacon from the local congregation of Donnybrook, District of Victoria, Australia West. I will be sharing today the point of view from a rental provider, otherwise known as a landlord. So before we proceed, I want to greet my family, my wife, Sister Michelle, my kids, Savi and Alaikas, and I would also like to greet our resident minister, Brother Andrew, his wife, Sister Brooke, and the kids, Brother Edward and Brother Ezra. And also one final special shout out to Brother Aldrich, who has been ordained as a minister po. So congratulations, Brother Aldrich. Congratulations, Sister Eliza. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Brother Ray. And we will gonna have an interesting, informative, and inspiring discussion later on with our beloved guests. But we want to show you once again our live audience from
Donnybrook! Hello, and welcome. I'm Brother Aldrin Maximer. So excited to be here because we are live from my special hometown, which is Donnybrook. Brethren, we are in Donnybrook with Maryland. As you can see, there is so much energy. Please stay tuned with us in our special broadcast. Without further ado, let's introduce some of our brethren here in Donnybrook and Maryland. We have a handsome brother here. What's your name, Paul? Please stand up. What's your name, Paul?
My name is Brother Edward.
Yeah! Are you excited to be here?
Yes, Paul, I'm very excited.
Okay. Do you have any greetings?
Yes, I would like to say hi to my family in Lamar, Iowa, in the USA, and my auntie in Hawaii. Though they're very far away from home, but we still stay in touch and we love each other very much.
Yeah! So sweet. Very good, brother. All right. And also we have a beautiful sister here. What's your name, Paul?
I'm Sister Brooke. Hello, everyone.
Are you excited to be here?
Oh, I'm very excited. And I want to greet also my family in the District of Northern Plains. So hello, everyone there. Love and miss you all, and we'll see you soon, hopefully.
All right. Thank you so much, Paul. As you can see, this is Donnybrook and Maryland. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Brother Aldrin. But we would like to ask our live audience, what do they love with INCRadio?
All right. Let's ask again, Sister Brooke, what do you love about INCRadio? We're a safe answer here.
I love that you give us the opportunity to learn a lot of new skills and information and topics and things that we should just be aware of, especially the youth as they're getting older, entering adulthood. So thank you so much for all of that.
Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. All right, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we love the live audience here right now in Donnybrook and Maryland. Thank you so much, Brother Aldrin. And later on, we will continue on the discussion on how is it to be a renter or how is it to be a rental provider here in Australia. But please stay with us as we will have our gift of the gab, guest interview, our Discovering Down Under segment, and of course, game time. And now let's uncover this guide of Australian property. Let's watch the video.
Welcome to Australian Property. Whether seeking a home or wealth, understanding this market is vital. We'll explore two paths, renting and being a landlord, essential insights for either side. First, renting. Australia's market is competitive. Search online, attend inspections, apply with ID and references. Approved, sign your lease. Pay bond, typically 4 weeks rent in Victoria, held by RTBA. Tenants have rights, like peaceful enjoyment. Properties must meet standards. Responsibilities: pay rent, keep clean, report issues, ensure a smooth tenancy. Now, being a landlord. Many invest for capital growth and rental income, a stable long-term strategy. Landlords take on major responsibilities. Prepare property to safety standards, including checks. You're responsible for major repairs, rates, tax, and strata fees. Landlord insurance is vital. Core difference? Well, renters gain flexibility, less maintenance, predictable costs, while landlords pursue wealth, but bear all costs, risk, and obligations. Both roles demand diligence. Understanding both perspectives is invaluable. Be informed, navigate, and succeed in Aussie property.
Thank you so much, Brother Aldrin, for that very informative, even it's a short video, and for the voiceover of that video as well. So let's give him a round of applause. Thank you so much. But let's now look into our live chat. I think there's a lot of greetings now, Brother Morgan.
Absolutely, Brother Aldrin, Sister Anna, Brother Warwick. Our messages are flooding through our live chat. So firstly, we'd love to give a quick greeting to our early bird listeners. Sister Nicole, Nicole, who says, we love INCRadio. Hashtag Rockingham. Please continue to send through your support. But we have Brother Juan Macapagal. Hashtag Rockingham. We have Brother El Cornell, love watching INCRadio because I always get new ideas and knowledge about things, especially about services to our Lord God. Happy viewing to all. Hashtag Ellenbrook. Thank you, brother. We also have Sister Jenilyn INCRadio. I love INCRadio. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hashtag Ellenbrook. A lot of support coming from the local congregation of Ellenbrook. Thank you so much, Bot. Sister Donabelle May Bamatai. Happy viewing, from Port Villa Group Worship Service in Vanuatu. Hashtag Australia East, which is New South Wales. Hashtag New South Wales. Hashtag Port Villa Group Worship Service. Sister Kathy Martinez. Happy viewing, to everyone. Greetings to our resident minister, Po Mani Era. Emmanuel Era, brother. How are you, And the wife, a spouse of Mani, Emmanuel Irene, or Irene, local congregation of Armadale, And we have so many messages coming through, it's hard to keep up. We have Sister Angel Mercado. Greetings and happy viewing, from the local congregation of Gladstone, Queensland, Australia. Hashtag Gladstone, Gladstone, Gladstone. Sister Mel Sergio. Happy viewing, from the local congregation of Wyndham. Thank you for tuning in, sister. Sister Ciaran Lacanagan. Happy viewing from Tasmania, local congregation of Hobart. Hashtag Hobart. Sister Faye Bijel. Bayno. Happy viewing, from the local congregation of Bankstown. Hashtag Bankstown in the District of New South Wales. Thank you for your support, Brother Michael John Nagal. Happy viewing Sunday and happy Sunday and happy viewing, mga kapatid. Hashtag Maryland's coming in there live from Donnybrook, hopefully. Sister Wilma Valdez. Happy viewing, from the local congregation. Hashtag Melbourne. Brother Dennis Velasco. Happy viewing to everyone, from hashtag Minchinbury, New South Wales. Sister Katharina Martinez. We love INCRadio Australia. Happy viewing, from Darwin City. Hashtag Darwin. Sister Linda Esperanza. Your support made every episode special. Happy viewing, brethren. Hashtag Perth, Western Australia. Hashtag Perth. Sister Elodie Victoria Cruz. Happy viewing to all. Hashtag Donnybrook coming in Coming in live from the local congregation of Donnybrook. Sorry, we can hear you guys here all the way in Queensland. Continue to send through your support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification bell to stay up to date with all of INC Radio, Made in Australia's update. Back to you guys there in Donnybrook.
Thank you so much, Brother Morgan. And we would like to shout out to our brethren in Rockingham congregation. They are on our top commenters for the past few weeks. So stay tuned because you are watching Made in Australia, brought to you by INC Radio Australia, one of the satellite studio of INC Radio.
Ever wonder what it really takes to get a home in Australia? Whether you're searching for your perfect rental or thinking about becoming a landlord, join us then in our next episode of Made in Australia as we unpack the highs and hurdles of renting and investing. Don't miss this episode with live audience from Donnybrook and Meadowlands this Sunday, June 29, 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on INC Radio, Made in Australia.
Okay.
Made in Australia.
Welcome back to Made in Australia, brought to you by INC Radio Australia Satellite Studio. Keep commenting, hashtag your local congregation.
Yes, and we will read later on your comments on our YouTube channel. But it's now time to have our discussion and learn from our beautiful guest and handsome guest right here. So I just want to ask Sister Florence, because I am just wondering, when you came here in Australia, it's maybe way back a few years ago, when you decided to rent, or when you are looking for accommodation, what are the steps that you took so that you can find accommodation here in Australia?
Way back 2019 po, when we came here in Australia, actually po, my husband was already here that time. So I moved in with the house that he's renting that time po. But we have some housemate before po. So when we decided po to rent a home of our own po, first thing that we need to look into po is to check the place where we need to rent, the travel times po between the house and the kids' school, and also the church distance po. So that's the main things that we looked into po, and how accessible it is for public transportation po.
I totally agree with you, Sister Florence, because to our viewers and listeners, if you are looking for accommodation, you have to have the purpose. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a house to rent, like what Sister Florence was looking before, because they are living in a shared house, or are you looking for a student accommodation if you are a student here in Australia? So, but aside from that, there are lots of things to consider, like the bond. So are there some like financial things or some documents that you have to get ready when you are looking for accommodation or to rent here in Australia?
After we decided po to rent a house for the family po, first thing that we need to look into po is how much budget we have. So that's the main thing po, because different capacity and everything po has a different amount. So we have looked into the amount that we can put for the rent. And also po, I have spoken to my husband how we will get a rent po, because last time po, I still don't have work that time. So we always get declined. So I find a work po as a part-time. And that time po, when my husband is working as a full-time and I was working as a part-time, that's when we get approved for a house to rent po. Because the main thing that they need to look into po is your capacity to pay for the rent po.
That's right. So, like what Sister Florence said, there are some documents that you have to provide. So you must have for sure you had to provide proof of income. Yes. Or you would have to pay for the bond of the rent, and you have to consider how many people are living in this house, what's the proximity, is it accessible to public transportation? So are there challenges coming, like what you have said, you were declined before when you are like applying to rent a house. What are the challenges and tips that you can share to our viewers and listeners if they will also experience those challenges in finding a house?
So the challenge po, one thing of course po is the budget. But in regards to the budget po, as we always say, when we get here in Australia po, is we need to be well prepared po, not only emotionally plus of course po for us po as part of the Church of Christ, we need to be prepared spiritually as well. So when we started to do the renting po, or the challenges that we face po is finding a house. And then when we find a house po, the next challenge is moving to that house po. So moving to that house from the other house po, the cost that it will take from moving from the other house to the new house, if it has some furnitures or if it doesn't have, so it needs to be balanced po with the budget.
That's right. So there are lots of considerations that people often overlook, right? But you have to consider, right, the moving costs. Are there like inspection fees? Are there bonds? Is it furnished or not furnished, yes, right? And how crucial, so like what you have said, it's very important that you have documents. How crucial is having your documents prepared when you are looking for a house to rent?
The good thing for myself po, because we have some brethren who's helping us to let us know a resource po. So they tell us po the documents that we need to prepare, which is one po is the payslip or the source of income. The next thing po is how you manage your financial po.
Okay, so thank you so much, Sister Florence, right? And it's very important to have like connections like friends as well. The brethren from the church who help you to find an accommodation here in Australia. And so that is like what you have said before. So that's when you are still renting.
Yes.
But how did you transition from being a renter? Wow, I'm still a renter right now. And I want to know, how did you transition from being a renter to investing into a house for being a homeowner?
Whenever I think about it po, I feel so inspired because we are renting po since 2019 until 2020 po. We pray so hard in regards to having that big transition of our family po. So what we did po is to pray to our Lord God for guidance. So I was so blessed po that in our local, because we have a lot of brethren po who is really so helpful in giving us some resources or whatever it is that we need help po. Way back po in 2020, when we already have that money po to put into the house, and we decided to have it po. We're so lucky that we have Sister Marie po from local congregation of Marylands before po.
Thank you, Sister Marie.
Yes po. So she helped us po in getting prepared and getting ready po. The first main thing that we have looked into po is the capacity po to borrow. So in that capacity to borrow po, she have guide us po in which way we go po. So after we know the capacity to borrow, we went on some viewing for houses, which is very, very inspiring po. Yeah. So we went to some different places po to have a look into the houses po, to feel if it's the house that we want.
Like imagining where this is where I'm gonna live in the future,
po.
or something like
yes,
that.
Po.
Right. So aside from that, when you are already like doing inspections, let's talk about it a little bit more. What are your tips for a successful property inspection? Are there some red flags that you're gonna look onto, something to consider if the place, if are there amenities, something like that?
So first thing that we've checked for is the place itself. So we went to Donnybrook po to have a look in here po, and we find the place safe for each and every one of us, especially we have 2 kids po that will be entering primary school back then. So we look at the place, and then the land po. And then afterwards po, with building the house, because we build the house po, the challenging part po is each stage po, you need to have an inspection to make sure that the house is properly built po.
Okay, so thank you so much for that tips, Sister Florence, and congratulations to you for owning a house. And once you have secured the property right now that you own a house, what does it feel? What makes it feel like this is home for you?
What makes me feel home po, first and foremost po, is having my own home. And po, when you plan each spaces of the houses po, and what's more, grateful feeling that I have po is we are using our house po for church activities and for choir practices po, which is I'm most grateful at all po because I'm the choir organist of our local. It gives me some time to feel that my home is also a home for each and every brethren in our local po.
Wow, that's really inspiring, Sister Florence. Of course, I know the live audience are even inspired because she's not just using her home just for her own personal and not only for the family but for everyone and also for church activities. And let's ask this Brother Warwick.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And before we do, let's give a quick shout out to Brother Matthew Zanuski and Brother Andrew Fisher. So, thank you, brothers. So, Brother Ray, thank you for being here and being ready to share your experience being a rental provider. How did you start? Please tell us your story.
Oh, well, like I think most of the people who came to Australia started as renter as well. But initially, we actually, thanks to my sister-in-law, he actually opened her house for us to be there. So it made our transition from renting a bit easy for us. So when we are stable enough and we had the jobs, then we finally decided to have a place to rent for ourselves. And that was 2008.
2009.
Yep. So and then we had our first property in 2017. 2008 we bought our home.
Okay.
And then 2017 we bought our first investment property. So it's a long journey. It's a 9 years.
So 2008,
process.
you bought your own home.
Yeah.
And then 2017, your first investment
First
property.
investment. So it's not easy,
No.
just judging from the length of time that it took for us to buy a second property.
Yeah.
So that's the challenge first, is for you to be financially stable.
Yes.
So when we finally realized that we are in a financial position that we wanted to, and we are ready to take on a second mortgage, then that's where we decided to actually get into investment property.
Wow.
A lot of research, a lot of sleepless nights calculating our finances,
Yes.
and of course consulting the professionals, the banker. How much can we borrow at the time, and what properties can we buy with the borrowing power? So those are the first considerations and the first hurdles that we had to overcome for us to land our first investment property.
That has been a long process, Brother Ray. So are there challenges? For sure, there are challenges that you have encountered, and kindly tell us those and how did you overcome it?
Well, like what I said, the first challenge is for you to be discern whether you are actually financially prepared and at the same time emotionally prepared, because owning an investment property on another mortgage on top of your mortgage is quite an undertaking. That's why you have to be emotionally prepared. You have to assess whether you can actually open may come your way. So the property that you will rent, what if something happens? What if the tenant breaks something? What will you do? Who will manage the investment property? How will you pay for that second mortgage and all that? So with the help of my partner, my wife,
yes.
And also with the guidance of our God up there, we were able to prepare ourselves emotionally,
Yes.
as well as financially. So those are the things that we need to hurdle for us to be in that position.
That's fantastic. And going through the process of, you've explained it already, there's a big leap, right?
Yep,
Going from
yep.
one to the other, buying your own home and then buying a place to provide us, for rent out in the market to other people. So what were some of the challenges in buying that home and setting it up? And can you offer any tips?
Yeah, well, interesting you mentioned that the first property that we bought is actually a fixer-upper.
Okay.
So we just managed to look past its current state and imagine what it is after we've done all the works and renovation. And of course, you have to imagine yourself after all the work that you've done renovation. Will I be able to live here? Like putting yourself in the shoes of a tenant. You know, being considerate to them. Oh, will my children, if I have a children, will they be able to have space to play? You know, will they be able to thrive in this space? So those are the things that we need to consider, not just our investment, earning money and all that. That's part of it, of course. There's no denying that. But on top of that, you have to be conscientious about how you present your house. You shouldn't leave it in disarray and disrepair, because it reflects as the owner of the property as well.
Of course it is, yeah. And it would make them feel very uncomfortable, right?
Yeah,
If the house
yeah.
is in disarray, falling apart somewhere.
Yeah, of course. But aside from that, there are legal obligations that you have to meet, compliance checks. You know, you have to meet all of those for you to be able to continue offering that house as a rental place.
Wow, yeah, that makes sense. And also, so once you have your home there in the market and it's ready for other people to enjoy, how did you? I mean, so tell us: is this your sole form of income? You know, is this the job you do, the thing you do full time?
No, we actually work at the bank. So coincidentally, it works for us because working in the bank, you will have access to discounted interest rates, discounted fees, access to financial advisors. Sometimes you get to know bankers that you can seek advice from. So that's what I do. And the investment property is just for us setting up our future for my kids, and also for us to have something to be used as we serve our Lord God.
That's great. And so you in finding all that time, I mean, you must have been very busy with life, doing that full time. So how do you deal with the pressure of all of that, brother?
Yeah, of course, like working full time, both of me and my wife work full time. And thinking before working in a bank would make it easy for us because, you know, I have access to all of this information, and discounts would be beneficial for me. But, you know, in life, it's not an easy road. It's paved with hurdles and obstacles. So aside from us bouncing on each other, you know, advising, getting inspiration from each other, there's our Lord God who's always guiding us. So whenever we find something that we don't know the answer to, well, what do we do with this tenant? It's a bit, you know, so we try to see and seek the guide, but sometimes consulting the minister as well if we get stuck. So there are decisions that we actually put God or the church as well as our guide.
That's
so
great, brother.
That's our
No, that's great, brother. And so let me get this straight. So you're a father, a husband, an employee, full-time employee, and at the same time, you're a church officer.
Yeah.
How do you manage all your time?
Thanks to my wife, I guess. Yeah. So I think it's just a matter of time management and getting your priorities right.
Yes.
Because sometimes you have to choose between your performance in church, and your job. And all of us have encountered that situation. I always make sure that I always choose the priority, which is my duty.
Yes.
Because once you do that, everything else will follow.
Yes.
And you would think you would lose out. Oh, I didn't have overtime. Or my boss might get mad at me for not showing up at work. But we have a higher boss, the real boss.
We do.
Which is our Lord God. So we should serve Him first.
Absolutely.
That's right, brother Ray. It's very inspiring, right, brother Warwick? It's
Absolutely,
like
Sister Anna.
even if it's so busy, you have a lot of things in your plate. You are being a father, being an employee, being a rental provider, but still, if you know your priorities, it's performing your duties. Like everything will fall into place. So I think, Sister Florence, how about you? Being a mom, you have your job, and then the stress of finding a house to rent or finding a house where you can invest with, and being a church officer as well. How will you able to manage your time?
Managing time po talaga is very, very challenging po. That's very challenging for each and every one of us as church officer in the church. because we need to prioritize the duty that was given to us by our Lord God. And everything, as Brother Ray said, everything will fall to its place. Sometimes po, it's really challenging, juggling from work, going to the practices, from work, going to the worship service. Yes, sometimes we get tired, but when we feel we are there on the worship services, in the choir practices, after that time po, the feeling of fulfillment is there po, which is the most important to each and every one of us.
That's right. It's very inspiring. That's the beauty of all these episodes that we are having here in Made in Australia. Listening to the stories of our guests and listening to the stories of our guests, it's always like they have their own they have their challenges, they have their own problems as well, that that's coming on their way, even if you're a student, even if you are a worker, even if you are finding a house. But at the end of the day, if you know that if you prioritize your duties, and if you will keep on praying to our Lord God, He will provide everything to us, right?
Exactly.
So is there any greetings, brother, sister Florence? Yeah.
Yes, but I wanted to greet for my husband, Brother Herbert, my Brother Fritz, and Brother Frixie, Sister Frixie, my kids po, all the brethren here in Donnybrook and Maryland po, who is watching with us, also po, all the brethren around the world. Special shout out to Sister Marie. Hi, Sister Marie. And also all the brethren in Nueva Vizcaya, Philippines po. Hi po.
Thank you so much. How about Brother Ray? Do you want to greet your wife again?
No, I think that's enough greeting for the wife. But I just want to greet my families from the Philippines, from Ilocos Sur. Happy watching to you guys there, and also my relatives in the U.S. in Missouri. Hello, everyone.
That's fantastic.
Thank you so much, Paul. Hello to everyone that they greeted, and hello to everyone who have helped as well, our guests right now, and all the brethren here who are also struggling to find a rental place, but they were able to find one because of the help of the brethren. And of course, they consider the proximity of the chapel of the worship service, worship houses that we have here, so that they will still be able to attend worship services. And also, we would like to shout out to the local congregation of Wyndham. Yeah. They are having their 17th anniversary, and they're all watching right now. Later on, maybe we will gonna have greetings with them, but let's go to Brother Morgan. Maybe there are lots of comments now there in the live chat, Brother Morgan.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of love coming from every angle of Australia, even those surrounding us over in America or throughout Hawaii, Vanuatu. I would love to give a quick greeting too. We'll begin with Sister Aris Ballingit. Happy viewing for to everyone. Hashtag Melton. Hashtag Melton. Thank you, Sister, for your support. We have Sister Jenny Ballingit from obviously the Ballingit family, coming through with warm greetings to all brethren around the world, especially to our beloved resident minister, Ka Bong. Happy viewing, everyone. Hashtag Melton. Sister J. Sal Puzon, we love INCRadio Australia for inspiring and giving us knowledge every time we tune in. Watching from hashtag Liverpool, hashtag New South Wales. Thank you, Sister J. Sal. We appreciate your support. Brother William Manabat, a very loyal supporter. Happy viewing to all brethren. Happy birthday, Ka at Davina Rapido. Hi, Koya at Jello. Thank you for your greeting, brother. Greetings from the hashtag, the local congregation of Shepparton. We love INCRadio. Again, from Brother William. Sister Noli Yabanez Jr. Happy viewing for brethren. Hashtag Shepparton. Warrangata group worship service. Hashtag Shepparton Warrangata. Sister Gabrielle Carlo Matining. Thank you, INCRadio Australia. Hashtag Melbourne. Sister Jojo Magno. Greetings to all. But hashtag Altona. Brother Hernando Jose Virtucio. Happy viewing here from Tasmania, local congregation of Hobart. Brother, thank you for your support. Again, Sister Linda Esperanza, keep tuning in to this wonderful topic. Hashtag Perth. Hashtag Perth. Thank you, sister. We have Sister Geraldine Tan. Happy viewing to all brethren and happy anniversary to the local congregation of Wyndham. Hashtag Wyndham. Sister Daisy Accento. Happy viewing for hashtag Melbourne. Brother Paul Alvin Talavera. Hello, Paul. Happy viewing from the local congregation of Melbourne Area 4, and Sister Katharina Atienza. Happy Sunday from Darwin, Northern Territory. Hashtag Darwin. Thank you so much again for all of your support. We appreciate it. Please continue to send through all your love. We love to hear from you. Back to you guys there in Donnybrook.
Thank you so much, Brother Morgan, and thank you so much, Brother Andrew Fisher and family, for your support to INC Radio Australia. And also, thank you so much, Brother Matthew Cisniewski. And now, let's go to everyone's favorite segment of INC Radio. Do you know what it is? It's
Game time.
Game time.
It's game time. Let's play.
Alright, this is it. This is game time. So let me ask again, brother. We are in
Donnybrook, Maryland.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, so we go on with our game time. So we'll display our questions and we'll give you multiple answers. So the first one that will raise the hand will have a chance to answer the question and win a tote bag, which is the prize for today. So are you ready, Paul? Let's go. I'm going to ask the help for the first question with our host. What is the first question?
Okay. What is a bond when you rent a house? A, is it a type of glue, a security deposit you pay at the start of your tenancy, the monthly rent payment, or D, a promise to be a good tenant? Raise your hands.
Oh, we got brother. He was ready. All right, well, what do you think is the answer? Please stand up and look at the camera. What do you think is the correct answer right there? Okay. Let's have a look if it's here. Let's look at the screen. Yay! Let's put you in the prize. Thank you. And this is for you, brother Edward. Thank you so much for.
That's right. A bond is a security deposit you pay at the start of your tenancy. I would ask Sister Florence to read the second question.
The second question is, you usually need to pay rent every week or fortnight. A, false. B, true.
All right, let's see who knows this answer. It's very hard, I think. So, who's raising up his hand? You will get a win. It's easy. Brother Edward, want again. Oh, Sister Riza, we have here. All right. Would you please come here, Sister Riza? And stand up. What do you think is the answer?
I think it's true, Pop.
True? Let's have a look at our screen. Let's see if it's true.
Yay!
Greetings, Paul. Have any greetings, Paul?
I'd like to greet Brother Ken Flores, Pop, from the local Black. And my parents too.
Thank you so much. We give her gift. All right, we can move on with the next question, Mana.
Okay, that'll be for me then. So, which of these is a common requirement to provide when applying for a rental property in Australia? Is it A, your favorite movie list? B, a drawing of your dream house? C, proof of identity, income and reference? Or D, a detailed family tree?
Raise your hands.
Raise your hands.
So, all right, let's do this. I'm going to count to 3, and the first set of you guys, this end will win this chance to win. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got brother James. Please. All right. Hello. What do you think? He was so quick. What do you think is the right answer? See, proof, identity, income, and reference. Let's see the answer. Yoo-hoo! There we go. Oh, let's get your tote bag. And you wanna greetings? You wanna say hi to your family? And look at the camera. You wanna say hi to your family? All right. Congratulations again.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we got our next question.
All right.
Ray.
Question number 4. Before you get the keys to a rental property, what important form should you fill out that describes the property's condition? A, survey form. B, an application form. C, a condition report. Or D, a tenancy agreement?
Oh, we got Ate Alodi. Did you raise your hand or just mistake? Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, po. Oh, so what do you think it's gonna be? Can you please stand up? What's the correct answer for you, po?
I should know this with 4 rentals that we've gone through. Letter C.
Letter C down. Let's have a look. Yay. Letter C, condition report. All right. Any greetings, po?
Hello po to my loving husband. He's just at the back. And my 3 kids po who are also here. And hello to everyone po in Australia watching and further beyond.
Thank you so much, Sister Alodi. Let's give her gift. We still have more questions, I believe, right?
Yes,
All
let's
right.
go to question number 5. What is a rental application form primarily used for? A, is it to order takeaway food? B, to sign up for a gym membership? C, to provide your details, rental history, and references to a potential landlord? Or D, to apply for a job? 1, 2, 3. There.
Oh, we got Brother Eric, all from the local congregation of Maryland. Let's have a look, po. What do you think? Could you stand up, po? What's your correct answer, po, brother? Okay, let's have a look. Akala ko to order takeaway food. Hindi pala. Let's have a look. Yay! Congratulations. Do you have any greetings, brother?
I would just like to greet my lovely wife and also my mom and my mother and father-in-law in Queensland, Australia. They're viewing and they're located in a local congregation of Logan. Yeah. So thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much, Brother Eric, and we get your gift. How many questions we have left, mga hosts? 2 more?
So
Okay.
question number 6. In Victoria, if a tenant has paid a bond, when is it usually returned? A, immediately after moving out. B, within 24 hours of moving out. C, after the final inspection, provided there are no claims for cleaning or damages. Or D, never, it's not a refundable fee.
This question is really tricky. All right, let's see again. Oh, we got Sister Patricia. She was the only one for now. All right. Let's go to Sister Patricia. Please introduce yourself and what local congregation are you from?
Hello, everyone. I'm Sister Patricia Geronimo from the local of Donnybrook.
Yeah. And what do you think is the correct answer, po?
Letter C.
Letter C down. Let's have a look in our screens. Let's see if the question is correct. C after a fun inspection. Very good. What are your greetings, po, Sister?
Just a shout out to Brother Jerome, which is my husband. Unfortunately, he's not here. And to my 2 girls and our families from District of Queensland and District of New South Wales. Hello, po, and we miss you all.
Yeah, thank you so much, po. It is getting very exciting. We have, I believe, 1 more question. Let's also ask the YouTube comments to please answer and try to play with us. Put your what you believe is correct answer. Okay. All right, we got 1 more question, but I'm gonna ask this side, and let's see who can have the last prize. Right, let's go with the next question.
Okay, for the last question, what is it called when a property's value goes up over time? A, is it depreciation? B, is it rent? C, is it appreciation? And D, is it a loss?
All right, this is a really tricky question, so they don't wanna raise their hand. Oh, one more time. I give you 1 more time to 1 more chance. What do you think is the correct answer? What is called when a property value goes up over time? All right, we have a sister here. Would you please stand up, po? What's your name and what's your local congregation, po?
I'm Gina Johnson from local of Maryland.
And what do you think is the correct answer?
The answer is letter C, I think.
Let's have a look. It's on the screen. Correct! Appreciation. All right, now the best part. Do you have any greetings?
Yes. I want to greet my husband and my daughter. Here is with me. Yeah. And my 2 daughters in New Zealand. Hello.
Thank you so much. And let's get their tote bag.
Thank you so much, Brother Aldrin. And again, thank you so much to the local congregations of
Donnybrook with Maryland.
Thank you so much, Paul, for making our game time very lively and exciting. Brother Morgan, are there more YouTube comments?
Yeah, absolutely. Sister Anna, Brother Warwick to our live chat. Sister Florence, Brother Ray, Brother Aldrin. We have a few answers here from our live chat who have given us some correct answers. So we want to give a quick mention to Sister Jacqueline Gallard, who answered for the first question correctly, as well as the second question. We had a correct answer from Sister Violet Mercado. Thank you for your answer and your support always, Sister. For the third question, we had Sister Wilma come through. Wilma Valdez with the correct answer. Congratulations, Sister. And Sister Maniyat, who come through with the correct answer for question 7. So thank you so much. Continue to send through your support. We love to hear from you. Back to you, Donnybrook and Maryland.
Thank you so much, Brother Morgan. The brethren here in Donnybrook and Maryland are saying hi to you. And you have been listening to our discussion earlier. What can you say about it, Brother Morgan?
Very informative as always. Unfortunately, I can't be there live with you guys in Donnybrook, though it is very exciting to see all of you here through our live video stream. I wish I could be there, but again, very informative from Sister Florence and Brother Ray, who are obviously well experienced. And thank you so much for taking us through your journey, for giving us your tips, and looking forward to all the more investing and renting, becoming part of that journey in the near future. So again, thank you so much, and it's awesome to see you guys there.
Thank you so much, Brother Morgan. We would love to see you next time that we are going live. I do not know where, but hopefully when we're going to have a live audience, you will be there as well. So are there more greetings from our from our guests or from our brethren here?
Yes.
Yeah, of course, Sister. There's always brethren coming through with that love. We got Sister Jewel Ichon. Happy viewing. Happy Sunday, Paul, from the local congregation of Ellenbrook. We got Sister Chorita Zampogen. Hello, Paul, from the local congregation of Melbourne. We have Brother Dizem Brian, companion. We support INCRadio, made in Australia. Hashtag Palmerston City. Thank you, brother. Sister Jeslani Forteza. We love INCRadio. Hello, Paul Salahat, watching from Palmerston City. Hashtag Palmerston City. Thank you, Paul. Sister Trell Boncarlon. Hello, Paul Manga Kapatid from Delaware Group Worship Service. Happy viewing for hashtag Ellenbrook. We also have Sister Digestion. I think that's just a made-up handle, but hello. That's pretty good. Hello from Ogot family, watching from the local congregation of Wyndham District or Distrito ng Victoria. Hashtag Australia, hashtag Victoria. Happy anniversary to the local congregation of Wyndham.
Thank you so much, Brother Morgan. And
Thank you. Actually, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my lovely wife, Sister Michelle. No relation to yours, of course. Okay, and Brother Aldrin, can you find any?
Yes, allow me to also shout out some guests that we had before from Tita Marie Cabanillas. Shout out to Sister Jackie Ferrada here, Paul. Because we had an evangelical mission right before Australia. So thank you so much, Paul, for also joining us in our live program. We have more greetings, Paul. Let's ask. We got Brother Ryan. Do you have any greetings, Paul?
I just want to greet my parents. I wish them good health, Paul, and happy greetings, Paul, to everyone.
Okay, so let's give some time. We have Brother Sydney. Hello, Paul. How are you?
I'm injured.
I have any greetings, Paul.
Hello po to my wife over here, and my son over here, and to my in-laws in the Philippines. They're watching as well.
Thank you so much, Paul. All right, one more before we go. Let's go this side, Paul. We have some greetings, Paul. They're running away. Pwede ba yun? They're running away. So yeah, we got some sister here. Hello, Paul. What's your name, Paul? Do you have any greetings, Paul? Would you please stand up, Paul? Don't be shy.
Hello po. I'm Sister Christine po from Maryland. Hello po to everyone who's viewing. I'm the wife of Brother Eric.
I want to greet my parents po, Mama Leonora and Daddy Emmanuel from local of Logan, District of Queensland. They're watching right now. We're keeping in touch. Thank you po. Thank you po.
Thank you so much po. And that's it. I just want to acknowledge the presence of Sister Alana, Sister Rina, Sister Brother Savi, Sister Rihanna, Brother Alaikas. They're just laughing there, but they're a bit shy. So, all right. Also, we have a beautiful sister here. What's your name po? Stand up po.
My name is Sister Michelle, and that's my husband.
Very supportive. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we got another sister here, I think. Oh, Sister Michelle. Hello po. What's your greetings?
I just want to greet my husband. You did really well today. So I don't think I can let you do chores anymore. So thank you for viewing to my sister's chat in Sister Grace in Melbourne, and also Sister Oden from Sydney, and my sister Jean in the Philippines. Hello po.
All right, these are the live audience from Donnybrook and Maryland. Back to you, host.
Thank you, brother. So what an exciting and fun episode that was. So we hope that this episode has been enlightening and very informative for everybody. And we thank our dear guests for coming and sharing their knowledge and your experience. That's been fantastic. And we thank also our brothers and sisters here in Donnybrook and from Maryland, who've been fantastic and really warm and welcoming. So a big shout out to our brethren of both Donnybrook and Maryland, Brother Aldrin.
All right, before we cut, special shout out to my family watching right now in Italy. And of course, we'd like to thank you everyone for coming in.
Thank you so much, Brother Aldrin, and thank you so much to Donnybrook and Maryland for the warm welcome to INCRadio Australia. And thank you so much for all your support. But above all, we would like to thank from the bottom of our hearts our dear Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo. Thank you so much po. Thank you so much to everyone for your support. See you next week. Same time, same radio station. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much po. Ciao, mama. Ciao. Woo. Thank you so much po, Donnybrook and Maryland. Woo. Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye.
Shout out to Melbourne. Thank you po.
Shout out to Donnybrook.
Hashtag Kingston.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much po. Bye.
Just wait po, wait po.
That's bye po.
Yay. Shout out to Cam Matthew. Thank you po.
He likes the dinosaur.
It's not yours.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.